Hello everyone, today we'll be checking out the Weeny Dynasty based on the Morris Oxford 3 and the Hindustan Ambassador. This car is a remove the website vehicle as of 2026, so you cannot purchase this on the website. However, you can purchase this through the LS CarMate from other players, and you can get a duplicate of the same car through them. But with that said, this car features great customization. I really don't have much to complain about with this car. But what I want to do with it is just do something simple. For my community posts, I might make it a little bit more interesting just to have more fun with this car. It does have a lot of fun customization. But for now, I want to do something simple and classic. I always like to keep it factory and stock. But with the bumpers, as you just saw, you do have a lot to work with. A lot of custom aftermarket parts, and you can try to mimic the the Ambassador or the Oxford. It's really up to you. A fun fact about the Ambassador, that car was produced all the way till 2014, which is crazy. And both of them are just like rebadges. They're technically the same car underneath, which is very interesting. Now for the exhausts, you do have a lot to work with here. If you're interested, you could try to modernize it quite a bit, which is quite cool to see. But since this is a classic car and it's basically ancient, I figured why not just keep it stock and classic. I really do not want to modernize this car so much. And for the grille, you also have a good selection here to work with. But I really like how the Roadster looks. It looks a lot like the stock grille, but the Roadster and the King, both of those look very nice on this car. But I'll just put on a simple Roadster grille for now. And for the hood, you could really extend that chrome in the front. You could add some vents, really make this car very custom and to your liking, which I love to see. You have some more vents right there. And as I said, you could really have a lot of fun with this car, do many different builds. And the price is really good. It's about $450,000, which is great. You do have quite a lot of liveries here to choose from, and they're all very well made and detailed. And I really don't have much complaints here. You could also make this as an older taxi, which was quite common in India or popular. And then you have more of these cool flames here and some graphics. I'll try to rush through this as quick as possible. There's really a lot to cover. I love this one. This is just great. I might slap that on later, but I'll see. And for the mirrors, you have a lot to work with here. I love the stock mirrors that come with the car. They also look similar to the actual ones, the real ones. But it's all a matter of personal preference and, what suits you. And for the respray, this does come with a secondary, a two-tone for the roof, as you can see, and for the interior, which is quite cool. But for this car, honestly, I feel like just doing a darker green. I want to go for a classic build. And I feel like either the dark green or the racing green fits this car very well. I'll just do a racing green, for now. It really makes the green pop out. And for the secondary, I'll have to match it for now. I can't really think of anything that works well with the green. Anyway, and for the roof, you do have quite a few accessories, which is nice to see. You could really give this car some more personality and life. And you have that nice taxi cab stuff there and, more luggage. But I'll personally leave it off, keep it. And for the suspension, you can get this car very low. It's all up to what you're going for. If you want to do an aftermarket, uh, you know, resto mod type of build, you could do that, no problem. But I personally, I like the high ride height. I just like it. I feel like it fits a car well. You do have some more sun visors for the front here, which is a cool extra touch. Just look at how well done these are. Man, you know, Rockstar really likes to go above and beyond sometimes with some of their cars. But it just depends on, you know, who's developing this car, the car model, and stuff like that. I mean, they could really do a great job. They have a lot of potential. I mean, everyone knows that with how well these cars are designed by Rockstar. Now, if you want to do something a bit more modern and custom, this is how the rest of these wheels look like on the car. I feel like they're a little too low profile and, you know, they just look very out of place in my opinion. But, you know, it's all up to you. You know, you could make it work. It all depends on what you're going for. But as I said, this is what the aftermarket stuff looks like on the car. Not too bad. Alright, what's next? I gotta bulletproof the tires. Unfortunately, that's just how it is in the game. And for the windows, I'm not gonna tint the windows myself, but I'll just show you how it looks like on this car. You can get this quite dark, but I'm just gonna leave it off on my car. And with that said, I'm gonna give you a closer look of the car. Detail and texture quality is pretty good actually. The engine is very simple. There really isn't much to talk about or see underneath there, but I feel like it's a decent, you know, it's decent for what it is. And the interior is just great. You know, there's a lot of detail, a lot of stuff to see. I love how there's handles right there and you know the whatever you call that, the window roller, the thing that rolls the windows down. My mind is kind of glitching out right now. I cannot remember what it's called. And the trunk space here is very strange. I don't know why it has that texture. Um, but you know, it's there nonetheless. This does appear to have some floor mats, which is an extra nice touch. But overall, the exterior of the car is just well done. The interior is great. I really don't have much complaints about this, you know, part of the car. And the driving experience, I feel like it leaves a lot to be desired, but it's actually accurate to, you know, what these classic cars would feel like. Having these small engines, and then the whole body of the car, despite being small, feeling very heavy, which is true. This car feels extremely heavy, and you know, you gotta worry about spinning out and stuff like that. If you want to have fun with the car, if you want to put low grip tires on this. But this car really has a lot of potential to have fun with, you know, to do cool stuff with. Take to car meets, you know, remind people that this car exists. But, you know, the handling is alright. The tops, once you get to the top speed, it is a very good for a small car like this. It is capable. You're not going to be winning any races. You know, you could try. Even the most skilled players probably won't. But this is an antique. You buy this car to just show off, drive around, cruise around. But you know, it's great to look at while you're at it. It's just fun. This is a car that you kind of need to practice a bit with and take a feel for, despite being, you know, just a small car. Um, but really, you know, you can really have a lot of fun with people here. If you're interested in this car, please let me know, especially if you're on PlayStation 5, and I'll try to help you right away. But with that said, thanks for watching.